Hi, my name is Bob Clark, and I want to welcome people to my brother and my web page about sea serpent sightings in San Francisco Bay. We want to thank you for showing an interest in our sightings and just want to let you know that we have recently made several posts in our post section, and we invite people to go into the post section and read about our 14 sightings. We go into detailed description about what we saw during those sightings, giving some information that you may not be aware of, as well as posting several drawings and some photographs that you may never have seen before. We do it in a chronological order, so at the end of our 14 sightings, we also do a history of sea serpent sightings in San Francisco Bay, and that goes all the way back to 1885. We want to let people know that they can go down to the bottom of the page when they go into the postings and start at the bottom. And that way they can read it in chronological order. We also want to thank Bruce Champagne who did an analysis of our January 26, 2004 video. He goes into detail about why the animals in the video are not whales, birds, sea gulls, or any other kind of marine bird, or anything like sea lions, seals, or any debris, or wake formation, or any other objects, or a hoax. And we want to go, if you want to go read that, we posted that also in there, so you can get a good idea of how he came to his conclusion that what the animals in our picture are genuine, large serpentine, unknown marine animals. We also want to tell people that during our 14 sightings, which we had, that we were able to get several different videos, which you've been able to look at in our video section. And we hope that you will comment in there and give us your opinions on what you think that it is like, what you think you can see. And we want to thank people again for coming to this site. We are hoping that we can get people to come into the San Francisco Bay Area to look for these animals. Bill and I are 78 years old now, and it's getting a little more difficult for us to get up and deal with this and go out at 6 o'clock in the morning. We hope to be able to do it in the future, but it's getting a lot harder for us to get up and do it. So we are inviting other people, and we're hoping that the scientific community will come out and do research in this area, do some field research. We also, at this time, want to challenge the scientific community. Bill and I, are willing to, at this time, to pay with our own money for a polygraph test for Bill and I, and for Bill and me, and that we just want the scientific community to find their own expert that can do the polygraph test, and we'll be willing to have that polygraph expert ask us any questions, and we'll answer all of their questions, because what we are saying is the truth, the absolute truth. We have seen these animals from as close as 20 yards away, and we can only tell the truth, and hopefully people will believe us. We want to thank everybody for coming to our site, and once again, please go into our posts and look at what we've had written, and then we'll try to put more information in there, and hopefully that people will appreciate the work that we've been doing on it. So at this time, I want to just mention that our first sighting was on February 5th, 1985, and at that time we saw the animal from only 20 yards away as it exposed its entire body, except for its tail above the surface of the water. So we got an excellent view of what the animal looks like. And if you go into the post and look up on that date, we do a detailed description of what we saw at that time. We also do a detailed description on all the other sightings, but none of the other sightings were as close as that first sighting. Although there were several sightings after the first sighting where the animal did come extremely close to us, but it never exposed its whole body like it did in that first sighting. Absolutely perfectly uh, exciting situation for Bill and I because it was so close. We were shocked that the animal came as close to us as it came. And so we feel that it's important for us to tell the public about it. And we also want to let you know that after the first sighting, we did call the U.S. Coast Guard, and they told us to send them detailed description of what we saw. So we sent them a packet with a lot of drawings and a detailed description of what we saw. 10 minutes after we called them, two U.S. Coast Guard helicopters flew very low over the exact area where we were and where we told them the animals were swimming. The helicopters were probably no higher than 100 feet off the ground. But after that, we sent them the information, but they never contacted us again. So once again, thank you for coming to our site. And please go into the post section and read what we have written.